Hi there. Great win. What an important result that was, beating Aston Villa away 4-2. Your thoughts of the game?
Man, hell of a way to start a day, start a weekend. I know you guys over there, like it's about end of the day or getting close to it, about to be dinner time. But for us, it was 6:30 in the morning, breakfast time, bro. So I'm always nervous about these matches because they always like affect the rest of your day and the rest of your weekend. Um, but what a roller coaster of emotions, man. Um, Definitely, I wasn't surprised that we gave up that first goal, or the second one. I think a lot of this, we're right at the cusp of like something either, the season can go one of two ways, right? So we're at a fork in the road. So this is one of those matches that was like I knew it was gonna be difficult to start out. I wasn't hoping I wasn't imagining us giving up a goal in the first 5 minutes, but I love the way we responded overall. And even though we missed a couple of really easy chances, so frustrating, right? But I never really lost belief. And even back, I know we didn't get to talk right after the City match, but even after that result, I still had that belief, like, man, we're good. So this didn't feel like these streaks that happened last year where we lost three in a row or whatever, and then finally bounced back. Like this is, I felt like we had good performances in us, um, and even though we weren't getting results, we were going to turn it around. Um, Obviously, very nerve wracking, and we left it to the end, like you said, but um shit, man, it was that's what teams who want to win a trophy are gonna do in games like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure, bro. Them wins are so vital. Uh, Getting that goal right at the end, just couldn't believe it. As at that point, you're kind of resigned to it finishing 2-2, and it's looking at another 2 points dropped, which would have been a disaster as we just picked up 1 point from the last nine. But we
Mm.
got that goal, and it was a really difficult game from the start. Conceded that goal early. It was a good goal by Watkins. Got to give him credit. He took it really well. But then we just bounced back, responded really well. And what a strike by Saka for his goal.
Incredible, man. Somebody at the bar said that was like a fuck you goal, like just frustrated. He's been like, and he showed some frustration at the end of the first half where he got a yellow card, but I mean they got to protect our guy. You know what I mean? And he was already getting fouled, already getting a bunch of attention from the defense, from Villa. Um, but the strike was just incredible. You know what I mean? And he was our guy that carried us for a long time, and everybody else was kind of trying to figure their way in the game or just kind of get over that extra hump. But I thought he showed his maturity and his growth as like a player, man. And it's just great to see him like flourish like that because he kept us in for long stretches of the game. And then obviously everybody catches up, right? I think. Um, but geez, man, that goal I can't get over. Like, yeah, the Ollie Watkins goal, like I give him credit. You can't give up stuff like that. And I think that's going to be one of our main Achilles heels moving forward is just we're really vulnerable when they counterattack like that. And I mean, you can string a couple passes against us, like that's a weakness. But because I mean, it's still a good play. Like he still had a lot of work to do, you know. But we responded well, man, and I love Saka, and I didn't blame him for getting. I didn't blame him for getting that yellow card, but and it's also ridiculous that he's gotten six because a lot of that is just him responding to him being absolutely manhandled by defenders. You know what I mean? It's ridiculous.
Yeah, it is. Again, so many fouls on him. Referees are not doing enough to protect him. We're just seeing game after game, teams fouling him. We know how dangerous a player is, and we're doing whatever they can to stop him. And referees need to be protecting him more. It's really unacceptable. So great equaliser. And then unfortunately they scored again. It was a good goal by them. We were a little bit open for it, but they passed it really well, creative opening for Coutinho, who put it away. So we're going into halftime under massive pressure. Going into this game already, we're under huge pressure. And at halftime, 2-1 down. We needed to respond, and we came out and played so well in that second half. Started with Zinchenko. He got his first goal for us. What a strike that was as well.
Yeah, dude. what a and he's been trying to get that shot in over these past few games that he's been starting, right? Kind of letting them sail a little bit, and he finally just made connection with it beautifully, and yeah, man, equalized. And I think that's when I started believing again, and and even before that, like again, we were down 2-1 for a while. I mean, we didn't score until that 60th first minute or whatever. Um, but I just kept feeling like, we dominated possession. We were creating opportunities. We just weren't clinical, right? And then it just started building up for us. And then you get this belief and players just start shooting. Like I think that's what needed to happen. Just fucking shoot. And something's gonna happen. And Zinchenko got his opportunity and he took it, man. And really glad for him to get a goal because he deserves it with the way he's been playing, his way he's been kind of like somebody compared him to like a queen in chess, right? In chess, you can just queen can go everywhere, anywhere you want, and that's how he plays, man. And he's really brought a different dynamic to this team, and it was a great goal. Like, yeah, we started going crazy in the pub when that happened, man. I think that was like obviously the not going out on a limb and saying that was like the big turning point in the match. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it was vital. As you said, you could see that really picked us up, and then we just pressed on, looking to get that winner. We had a great chance to get the winner before we did eventually score. That chance to Odegaard, brilliant bit of play from Nketiah to get the ball off a defender, squared it over to Odegaard, goal there right in front of him. Unfortunately, I think he just rushed it a little bit and unfortunately put it wide, but it was a brilliant chance.
Feel for him, bro. Like it sucks. Like you of course he has to put that in, right? Like you're a professional footballer, but then on the human side of it, you're thinking like, feel bad for a man. Like I don't want that in his head, right? I want him to keep shooting, and it's fine for. And again, during this stretch, I was thinking this is it. Like we're fine. We just got to keep on believing, and we're going to keep getting chances. Because I don't know if that happened before or after, but there was a couple of times where we were chucking it in the box, and Kedia was there, and there was one where the cross wasn't connected very well, and he got bodied by the defender, and there was another one where he got his head on the ball, but missed it over, or at least I think he hit the bar or something. But we were getting chances, and we were getting things to happen, and that's why I felt even when Odegaard missed that. I'll say this: the feeling at the pub was like, or at the tavern was, a lot of people were just like, it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. And I just remember kept thinking, and I said it a few times, like, nah, man, we got this. We're gonna just keep on going, and it's gonna fall. I had that feeling, man. We've been playing so well, and we're just not getting the results, and that was just sort of like how that little run of play and Odegaard missing was exactly how these 3 weeks have felt, right? Like we got it all together until the end, and same thing with another Eddie miss where he kind of like took it to one side and then kind of shot it, and it was just, yeah, we weren't just getting those final ones, right? But then it started happening for us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, bro. So then left it till super late, right into injury time. But what a strike that was from Jorginho. He won't get credited with a goal because it bounced off upright onto their goalkeeper, back of his head, Martinez. That was ironic
Yeah,
because he was wasting a lot of time and it was really ironic. It had to be an own goal, but brilliant for us. Brilliant for Jorginho as well. That should give him a lot of confidence. A new player into the team. What a strike that was.
yeah, dude. And a quick shout out to Emi Martinez, man, proper gooner right there, pitching in with the header to give us the win. Um, but in all seriousness, like yeah, Jorginho, bro, like what I liked most about it was the way he celebrated it. Like you saw how he just was pumped up, feeling happy. That just shows for me that he's bought in immediately. You know what I mean? Not only he's bought in, but then the way everybody react with it, like he's fit right in, and it's just it sucks that we don't have Thomas Party, but at the same time, like I think we got a proper backup. And if we didn't have Jorginho, like I think Thomas Party starts this game. You know what I mean? I think they're almost playing it overly cautious because we have a capable backup, and so we don't have to push him. And so it was disappointing to see him missing the City game, but I wasn't really freaking out about him missing this game as well. I think just with the given the time frame of the two games, um, giving him the extra rest made the most sense. Um, and overall, I think Jorginho like just did the job again, man. Like again, Thomas, like those that position, that role, you don't realize how good he is until you miss him. And I felt like at least these past couple games, we haven't missed him that much. Obviously, a healthy Thomas, I'd rather take him. But Jorginho, capable backup, and I think he knows that, and I think that's why he was so thrilled that he made that goal. Yeah, Emmy gets credit with the own goal, but that's a Jorginho goal. You know what I mean? And that's good to get him in, bought in. Now he's gonna like just he's an Arsenal guy now. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
yeah, for sure. And then to cap it off, fourth goal from Martinelli, really good for our goal difference to get like free goal given away to us with Martinez going up front for the corner where space was there. Got a shout out Fabio Vieira as well. Really nice pass for him to assist Martinelli. He could have tried to take the shot himself, but he saw Martinelli in the space, thread a nice through ball to him. And Martinelli celebrating before he even put the ball in the net because it was like empty in there. It's brilliant, brilliant way to
Yeah.
the game.
It was very emphatic way to end it. Very, very proper way. And that's Arsenal, man. Like that's taking it like that was an emphatic saying like yeah, we've been struggling, but we can still do what we can fucking do. And that made me think of that Liverpool goal or the goal against Liverpool where we were tied 1-1 end of the first half, and then they had a free kick, hit the free kick, and then Thomas headed it out, and then Jesus led that charge and then passed it to Martinelli, Martinelli to Saka, and it was the same kind of like same feel type of goal, right? Like a quick, ruthless counterattack that just says, "Hey man, like nice try, but we're about to fucking like just end it," right? Like that's what you need to do, right? As a I mean, ultimately it doesn't matter, right? Because that was the last play of the match, and it was at the end. I mean, just saving, just not allowing a goal to happen was good enough. But the way that we just kind of said, "Fuck that," we'll turn around and fucking score on you, um, because that's how they play until the final whistle, right? Like that's what you want to see. And I was so glad. Somebody even called it. They're like, "Emmy's coming up. I would love to see an empty net goal." And hell yeah, and I was just like, okay, that's cool. Like, I'm not really looking for that. Like, I just don't want them to score. I just want them to. I just want like, I wanted the end of the game to be Aaron Ramsdale covering the ball. Like that was for me how I'm thinking. But nah, I'm glad that like these guys were just like, nah, fuck that. We're gonna put another one on you. And Martinelli, it felt good. Again, I think everybody who scored, it was a good like, you know, going back to Saka. Obviously, that's our star boy kept it going, like responded well. Zinchenko, like I said, big addition to the team. You want to see a guys like that score. Um, Also, I love the fact that we brought in Tomiyasu again, and he did his job well. Like I love how we rallied around him, and rally around all our players. But then yes, Jorginho knocking it in, and then again Martinelli with the exclamation point because it can probably mess with your head if you're starting all this time and then you've been put on the bench. But I don't think he got put on the bench because he was playing bad. I just think he got put on the bench just to switch things up and give him a rest. And what I said, kind of like to somebody at the bar, he reminds me. I don't know if you've watched basketball back this far, but like the Manu Ginobili for the San Antonio Spurs. I'm a big San Antonio Spurs fan. Um, Hall of Famer. He came off the bench his entire career. He was always the sixth man, first guy off the bench, would come in and just change things up and be like a Tasmanian devil in there. And I feel like Martinelli does the same. I mean, I love him starting, but him coming off the bench is incredible. Like, is an incredible thing to have as a team because we can be real good with someone like Trossard, but imagine just being able to bring on Martinelli, who's just an absolute firecracker out there, man. Like he wreaks havoc, man. That's his game, and sometimes a game like that is great to come off the bench and just kind of insert like that. And I thought I'm so happy he got the goal because it proved that I think he changed up the game a little bit, a lot actually.
Yeah, for sure, bro. It was vital today, so vital. We got these 3 points. It would have been so deflating already after such a difficult run in the last 3 games. Now that's going to give us that confidence again, back to winning ways. Let's hope we can go on a nice run of winning games. As I was saying to you on our last show, on paper, the next games we have coming up, right up until that game against Liverpool, on paper, we're favourites to win them all, and we should be winning them all. But we know how difficult the Premier League is, and again, we saw today is a very difficult game against Aston Villa. On to the next one now, bro. Leicester. So look forward to speaking to you about that on our next show and talking more detail about the last week, this game, and the Man City game. Thanks for your time.
Yeah, man, my pleasure. Gonna enjoy the rest of these matches for the rest of the weekend, and come on, you Gunners, let's go. Love this shit.
Yeah, let's hope Forest can do so. It's only 1-0, I was just checking the score,
Yeah,
and it's still only 1-0. Maybe they can get a late equalizer there. That'd be good.
I'm gonna tune in. Yeah, I'm gonna tune in right after this, and then just kind of chill and watch, and then get about my day. But it's a great way to start the day, bro. I love it.